How's it going, everybody? I am Money here, and today I have a very awesome video for you guys. DHIDETWINZ went ahead and dropped a freaking all-knife MOAB in Modern Warfare 3. A little bit of information before I get into the video. I actually am going to be doing something a little different that I've never done before, and I probably will never do again in the future, but I'm actually utilizing a commentary that I did for AH Elite. And the reason I'm utilizing this commentary is because it's really fit more or less for my channel. It's more of a personal commentary slash it goes kind of with the How to Grow on YouTube series. So I wanted to utilize it, let you guys know a little bit about myself. If you've already seen it on AH Elite, definitely stay just to check out the MOAB. You can meet my voice. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can go ahead and do it. Now, for you guys that were interested in the Minecraft series with Dedreviil, I'm going to leave the link to his Minecraft server in this video, and it should pop up right about now. You guys definitely go check that out if you guys are interested in the whole Minecraft thing. I know I have a whole bunch of you guys who play Minecraft, so you should get a whole lot of assistance from Team Money. So catch you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoy. I am Money out. So today's commentary is going to be about being yourself, and it's actually going to relate closely to YouTube and also to your personal life. If you're in that situation where you're kind of in between knowing what you like out of life or what you know about yourself, and as you grow and get older, that's definitely normal, so don't worry about all that. But on my channel, I happen to do a series consisting of how to grow on YouTube, and I focus it more along the lines of what a younger YouTuber would go through, because I myself am a smaller channel in comparison to someone with 10,000 or 100,000 subscribers. So I actually have gone through a few things that I've learned, and I kind of pass those on to some of my subscribers as I go. And this is one of the other questions that I usually get: how are you so comfortable with commentating? How does it come so natural? And honestly, the only thing I can equate it to is being yourself and finding out who you are. Now I'm going to go through a life story with you guys, and hopefully you guys can somewhat relate, even though my circumstances are going to be very different than, say, the teenager of today. When I was 19, I was in the Kuwaiti desert, and right before that, we were prepping to go into Iraq for the invasion to start a freaking war, which is pretty cool, but also it's not. If you're under 21, you probably shouldn't be overseas, so definitely take some time and consider your options before joining the military. That's going to be my only 2 cents in regard to that scenario. But right before going over to Iraq, you gotta go through a lot of things mentally in your head, especially when you're a young teenager. And I'm not gonna get into all that kind of stuff, but of course you think about, am I gonna make it back? I have all my friends and family at home, I have friends over here, and of course as time progresses you do lose friends and you do lose soldiers along the way, because it is combat and it is war, and it's not Call of Duty. You don't get a reset button, so people do die, and that's just how life goes. But once I came home, I had a very different mindset, and it wasn't the mindset of a crazy person. It was the mindset that I realized very young that you only live once, and you have to take advantage of every little detail in life, no matter how small, medium, or large it is. And the first example I actually had of this was when I came home. I was hanging out with my younger brother, and I went to the mall in my local town. And I saw this girl. She was really pretty, and I told my brother, you know what, I'm gonna go talk to her and get her number. And of course, you know, we're still young. I'm only 19 at the time still, and my brother's 17, and he's like, you're not gonna go talk to her, she's way better looking than you. And I told him, you know, I'd rather say that I did and got rejected versus leaving this mall and saying that I didn't and wish that I had. And ever since then, I've lived my life on that same principle. And I actually ended up talking to that girl, and we dated for about 2 years. It was the worst 2 years of my fucking life, and I regret it. But at the same time, that goes back to my philosophy that I've used ever since. I rather wish that I had met her in that mall and dated her to this day, versus thinking back in life and saying, I wonder what would have happened if I would have talked to that girl. I probably would have been married by now, had kids, and blah blah blah, and all that good stuff. And basically you're probably thinking, well, how can I equate that scenario into my life as is? Well, basically from that day forth, I'd always say, you know, I'm going to do as I wish, and I'm going to regret the consequences later on. Now, I'm not going to go rob a bank, because obviously that's morally and ethically retarded, but in a sense of life and just in YouTube, I'm going to be myself, and if people like it, they like it, and if they don't, they don't. And that's just how things have to go, and that's what you have to equate life to in general. Because I run into a lot of people who are young YouTubers and just different people in general in life who try to persuade themselves in a different persona than what they actually are. And that's only because they're not comfortable in their own skin. But once you realize that people are going to like you for who you are or dislike you for who you are, you have to take the good with the bad, and you have to take your lumps with your sugar. I don't know if that's a saying. I think I just invented that. That shit's copyrighted. If you use it in your video, I'm gonna flag you. But no, seriously, Be who you are and just stick to the script that you're used to. Don't try to be someone that you're not. Don't try to impress people. And I know when you're younger, and I can definitely still relate even though I'm a lot older than obviously I was when I was 19, but I know what it's like to still feel peer pressure. I know what it's like to stand in front of a bunch of people and want to fit in, or be in a group where you're not familiar with and try to be someone that you're not. Just try to take key notes from what people are saying and try to fit in. Well, as I've gotten older, I've realized that, you know what? I might not fit in with this group, and that's okay, because life's not perfect and everyone is not meant to get along. We've got prey, we've got predators, the fucking perfect harmony. You can't have a little bad without a little good, and that's just how that goes. So definitely be yourself. Remember that you can't force yourself upon people. A lot of people do that and they end up with negative results and don't know why. Just be who you are, stay true to yourself, and remember that till the end of days and you'll be good to go. Also remember, do a lot of dumb shit. Do a lot of dumb shit. You'll get familiar with yourself very quickly. Once you do a whole bunch of dumb shit, you'll realize, I like that dumb shit, or you know what, that was a big fucking mistake. But at the end of it, you'll say, you know what, I'm glad I did that, and realize that I didn't like it, or I did like it, versus I wonder what it would have been like, 10 years ago if I would have just took that chance or took that opportunity. And also that equates to YouTube. If you're ever watching these videos and you're thinking, you know what, I wish I could do that, I wish I could try that. Why wish when it's just as easy as purchasing some equipment and putting it to the test? So remember all that. Catch you guys next time. Money out.
Yeah.